Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, meaning He is, He exists, He to be. Ba'in, Hada, Shem, name, Yahushai, being the name of the only begotten Son, meaning He says, He deliver, or HaKadosh, Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and others, great most and ever well. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Back at it again with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai. Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'm the brother Adawan from Great Millstone, West Palm Beach. And just getting straight to it through the spirit. It says, baby fatally mauled by dogs while parents smoked marijuana. Police. All right, and this article is on the 22nd of August, 2024. All right. It says a 3-month-old baby was fatally mauled by 2 dogs while the child's parents were smoking marijuana. Police in New York said this week. And as you can see down on the bottom, they got 144 comments, man. Okay. And see, the thing about this article that really stood out to me was the fact that the dogs had the spirit on them to maul the baby to death. Now, that's a judgment of the Lord, first and foremost. And one might say, oh, it's a baby. You know, they were innocent, right? But at the end of the day, you never know what that baby did in their past life because reincarnation is a thing. However, the parents aren't blameless either. Smoking weed is going off. You know, smoking weed is defiling your temple. Okay. However, and the parents were also being negligent. Okay. But the thing about it is, see, the Lord, He's getting ready to make this thing common for people to get attacked by wild animals. All right. For people to get, you know, mauled to death, torn apart. Okay. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 8. And I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with the beast of the earth, man. And the fourth part of the earth represents here in America. So the spirit that the Lord is bringing to America is the spirit of death in many different ways and fashions, by way of the sword, which is a killing instrument. All right, hunger, aka famine, dearth. All right, it says with beast. Okay, and with pestilence as well, that's coming too. Different sicknesses and diseases and plagues. See, how Ba'ashem is going to make this thing a common occurrence. Okay, the Lord's going to send these wild beasts to bereave Jacob their children, as the scriptures say, or to rob them of their children. All right. Let me see. Leviticus 26 and 22. I will also send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children and destroy your cattle and make you few in number, and your highways shall be desolate. That's right. So the Lord's going to bring, you know, wild beasts. Okay, and they're going to, you know, wreak havoc on a lot of people soon in this society to come. Okay. And that dog and those 2 dogs had spirits created for vengeance on them. Okay, because they were, you know, ready to wreck shop, you know, and maul that baby to death. Okay, let's get that real quick. That's Sirach 39. Sirach Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right. So that appeased the Lord's wrath for that baby to get destroyed. Right. And that's also a judgment upon the parents as well, because they're, you know, you can tell those parents was wicked. All right. But that baby more than likely was wicked in his past life, too. OK, it says fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. All right. And that's exactly what's coming. Teeth of wild beasts. People are going to get mauled more and more to death by different wild animals. Okay. And, you know, dogs, man, when they increase in numbers, they get more bold, man. You know, if a dog bites you once, it's going to hurt. But when you got 2 dogs biting you, that's even worse. Okay, because their aggression is has a synergy. You know, when one dog gets aggressive, it puts the other dog in a certain spirit to get aggressive. and them two just going at it, and that's a baby. Okay, it's easy for a dog to tear a person's flesh. How much more a baby's flesh? Okay, so that baby had to know death by pain. This is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 3. And I'll appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord: the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. And that's exactly what Yahweh Shemashah has done to our people in the past. And that's what he's bringing the judgment upon our people now in these times. Okay? So it says, on Thursday, the Associated Press, AP, reported that officials with the Rochester Police Department in upstate New York announced charges against 2 parents identified as Suleiman Hawkins and Anastasia Weaver in the death of their 3-month-old child. The 2 parents were charged with manslaughter after their child died after being mauled by the family's 2 dogs. The incident occurred on August 3rd when Hawkins and Weaver left their 3-month-old baby, identified as Suleiman Hawkins, in the attic of their residence while they went downstairs to smoke marijuana. The parents left their child in the attic with 2 dogs, the Rochester Police Department said. After smoking marijuana, the 2 parents traveled back up to the attack, where they discovered that their child had been mauled by either one or both of the dogs that were in the room. The parents then quickly transported their 3-month-old baby to a nearby hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Okay. It says, following the incident, an investigation was launched by the Rochester Police Department, the Monroe County District Attorney's Office, and local Child Protective Services. The 2 parents were arrested on Wednesday and were arraigned on Thursday morning for manslaughter charges. Hawkins and Weaver are expected to appear back in court on August 27th for another hearing. During their hearing on Thursday, Hawkins and Weaver pleaded not guilty to the charges. News 10 NBC in Rochester reported. The local news station also reported that after the incident, the 2 dogs were described as pit bull type dogs. The canines were removed from the home immediately, and after the baby was attacked and placed in a local animal shelter. And see, usually when stuff like that happens, they euthanize the dog, you know. But see, that's how you know it was the judgment of the Lord, because the Lord spared those dogs, and the parents got put up in jail, or they're about to be put up in jail, rather. Okay. It says, however, a court order was approved this week. Oh, okay. See, that's the spirit, to euthanize both the dogs. The local news outlet reported. Right. So I take that back. But that's usually what they do. They usually euthanize a dog, which means to kill it. All right. You know. So it says, Newsweek reached out to the Monroe County District Attorney's Office via email on Thursday for a comment. Right. And see, you know, if people understood these type of things, okay, you know, but you see, that's why you got to fear the Lord, man. That's why you got to fear the Lord, and that's why you got to do right by the Lord, because the Lord will bring judgment upon you if you don't. All right, people think that, you know, God is all love and he's just all good and he's not capable of bringing evil upon a person, but he is, man. Okay, and that's why he ought to be feared. You know, because he knows both mercy and judgment. All right. But that's the point. You know, there's another instance they said pretty much of another parent getting attacked by their dog as well, or another child getting attacked by their dog as well. But see, that's the judgment of the Lord, man. Okay. You know, but that's the point. You know, it's just definitely something to stay circumspect about. Okay. And see, in the kingdom, we're not going to have to worry about these things. Our children in the kingdom, and it's another reason why we need the kingdom, because we're not going to have to worry about our children being around wild animals in the kingdom. Okay, because, hey, the Lord is going to be protecting them. This is Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 6. It says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf, and the young lion, and the fatling together, and the little child shall lead them. So a little child is going to be able to lead and play with these different wild animals, these predatory animals, these animals of prey, or these animals that are predators, rather. Okay? It says, and the cow, and guess what? All the animals are going to be at peace with each other in the kingdom. Okay? It's not going to be a dog-eat-dog world in the kingdom. It says, and the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. So the Lord is going to change the appetite and the makeup of animals in the kingdom. They're not going to want to kill each other. They're not going to want to harm each other. It says, and the sucking child, meaning a baby that's still getting breast milk, shall play on the hole of the asp. The asp is a snake. And the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. But since this place doesn't have the knowledge of the Lord sends evil beasts upon it. Okay? Because that's a judgment of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. Let me see something real quick. This is Leviticus 26:6. It says, and I will give peace in the land. This is what the Lord's going to do in the kingdom. It says, and ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. And I will rid evil beasts out of the land, neither shall the sword go through your land. Right, and why would that be? Because we took heed to the Lord's ways. But see, because this place doesn't take heed to the ways of the Lord, that's why the Lord sends evil beasts upon the land. That's why the Lord sends the sword upon the land. As it says in Ezekiel chapter 5, starting at verse 13, it says, thus shall mine anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them, and I will be comforted, and they shall know that I, the Lord, have spoken it in my zeal, when I have accomplished my fury in them. It says, moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt and an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it. Verse 16, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. And that's what the Lord's getting ready to do. That's what the Lord's getting ready to do. He's going to send famine upon this place. But a part of the Lord sending famine is what? Teeth of wild beasts. That's going to be another judgment the Lord is going to bring upon this place. Verse 17, so will I send upon you famine and evil beast, and they shall bereave thee. And meaning what? They're going to take away your children. All right. It says, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. Meaning the Lord is going to make it come to pass. Okay. None of his words are going to be sent out in vain. Okay. So, you know, be prepared to see more things like this on a normal basis in the times of Jacob's trouble. You know? And this is a part of the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. Wisdom of Solomon 11 in verse 15. It says, but for the foolish devices of their wickedness wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason and vile beasts. Thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance, that they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions or unknown wild beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. And what beast fulfills that? Leviathan. But see, Yahweh B'Shem El Shai can still create another beast that has all those attributes. But Leviathan is known for having all those attributes. Being able to shoot out, being able to breathe out fire, being able to have glowing eyes that can shoot out laser beams. Okay? You know, being able to have an aura, a glow about him. Okay? It says how Leviathan makes the deep a hoary. It says his eyelids are as the morning. So Leviathan's eyes are glowing. He has glowing eyes. His eyes glow. Okay? He's able to breathe out fire. You know? Well, it says when he sneezes, fire comes out. by his nesings. All right, scripture say by his nesings. You know, let me get that real quick. Job 41:18. By his nesings a light doth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. You ever seen the sun in the morning? You see how it glows? That's how Leviathan's eyes look like. Okay, Godzilla is real. And see, the Lord's going to bring Leviathan out in these last days. That's going to be another wild beast people are going to have to worry about in these last days. Okay? Especially you elites. Okay? It says, and Esau knows Leviathan is real. You know? It says, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy him. And the scriptures speak about in Job 41 how Leviathan is so terrible. If one looks upon him, he'd faint. You know? So that's the point of that right there. Lord getting ready to send wild beasts, man. Yahweh shall to be feared. And in the kingdom, going back to the other point, in Isaiah 11, hey, the Lord's going to rid the wild beasts. That's going to be a thing of the past. Okay? So it says, this is Ezekiel 34:25. It says, and I will make with them a covenant of peace, and will cause the evil beasts to cease out of the land, and they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods. Right. And that's exactly what we're going to do in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be able to sleep in the wilderness. Okay. We're going to be able to not have to worry about an animal trying to crawl up on us, bite us, attack us, scratch us. You know, we're not going to have to worry about being harmed in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be able to just sleep outside if we wanted to, on the grass, and not have to worry about no animal messing with us, man. Okay? You know, this dude, Chief Keef, he said something. He said, I could lay in an ant bed and come out with no ants on me. Well, that's what it's going to be like in the kingdom, man. We're going to be able to do stuff like that in the kingdom. You know? And also, hey, when the time comes, you know, Abarat Dazah, the Lord willing, we be part of that elect number. Okay, and Yahweh shall have us in the wilderness for a period of time, if it's his will, you know. Hey, we gonna be twelve. We're gonna be just fine. Okay, but that's yet to be seen. You know, we believe that through the spirit, but we gonna see. You know, we gonna see. Okay, but nonetheless, the point of the matter is what? Yahweh Shai, he's gonna rid the evil beasts out of the land. That's gonna be a thing of the past. Okay. So I believe the point has been made. You know, Lord willing, lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and others, great most and ever well. Peace and blessings to the elected nation of Israel. I'm going to say Shalom, Baba Kwam Yasharala.